Okay, so what we're going to learn today is a dodging and burning tool. It's a great tool to use if your image is too light in some areas and too dark in some areas, and if you want to bring back some detail in the photo. Okay, so here's an image from Ireland of an abandoned house I found on the side of the road. There's actually a tree growing in it. You might be able to see it right over here. Kind of interesting. They have these houses all over the place. They're just abandoned from the 1920s, 1930s. And here I made the photo a little darker so I can show you how to bring back the detail in these dark areas and then bring back light to these areas. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your burn tool. Now, burn tool was used in the dark room for many reasons. It's to bring back the darks in the light areas. So if I wanted to bring back light in certain areas and not in the other area, I would block out this area. Maybe I would even cut out a piece of paper and cover this so that light couldn't hit it. Because if light hits it, it's going to make it too dark. Okay? So what I did was I would cut out a piece of paper, maybe cover this, and then leave this area exposed so that light would hit it and make it dark. Okay? Now, for Photoshop now, you don't have to do things like that anymore. You can just use the burn tool, and what it's going to do is going to burn light, okay, into your photo. And you can already see what's happening here. Okay, look at the colors coming back. Now remember, you can change your brush. You don't want to use a brush like that. That's the hard edge brush that we were talking about before. Okay, can I undo that? Step backwards. Okay. You want to use a softer brush. Okay. Nice soft brush. Now look what happens here. If you spend too much time on one area, it gets too dark. So you want to make sure you distribute from back to forth, back to forth. You're constantly moving back and forth. You don't want to overdo it. If you overdo it, just go on your history toolbar here. If you can't find your history toolbar, go to Window, History. Okay, right there. Okay, and just start over, okay? I would even use a bigger brush for an area like this. Nice big brush. Just go right over it. There you go, okay? Even if you wanted to go in here and make it a little darker, you could. You see what's happening? I'm avoiding this area because this area does not need any more darkening. It's way too dark. Okay? A little more darkening right here. Perfect. I like the way it's looking. Okay. So, let's say you want to make an area lighter. Alright, go to your dodge tool. Dodging tool, the way we used to make these is with a paper clip. Okay, we'd make the paper clip, the edge of the paper clip, a circle. Okay? And when we would expose the photo, we would take the paper clip with a piece of paper over it, and we would go over this area, like a dark area on the photo. Now what you're doing is, since it's going back and forth like this, you're actually avoiding the light hitting it. Okay? Now look what's going to happen. When I use this tool, it's going to lighten the area. Now remember, back in the day, you would just use this crazy tool to lighten the area. Now look at how it's lightening. You can see, sometimes you can't see everything that you want to see, but you can pretty much get a lot of the detail back. Okay, see that? Okay. Lighten areas. Let's say you wanted to make this edge lighter. Just take that dodging tool and go right over it. Alright. Change your brush. Make it bigger. Alright. That looks a little unnatural. You don't want to overdo it. If you overdo it, you can start over again. Okay? Alright, and that is how you use a dodge and burn tool.